Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Burnley Carabao Cup preview. It's been a minute, Tom. It's been a long minute. Would you say?
Oh, that's very long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I mean, not a bad way to come back. Carabao Cup, not the most important competition, but it's nice to win. It's nice to win any trophy. But Tom, how's you? How's the Christmas spirit? Have you received the spirit yet?
Oh, it's getting there, yeah, sir. It's only like 5 days like Christmas now. Like, yeah, no, spirit's coming along. It's part of holidays are upon us now. Like, so it's just get good times are ahead of us, or good times are coming.
Let's hope Man United don't ruin that first.
Fingers crossed.
Nah, I don't think anything can beat it. I mean, we are talking about this before we went live, but what do you think of the World Cup? Did you expect it to be as good as it was?
In a way, not really. Like, I knew it'd be a bit crazy because obviously because like teams only had a week to prepare during the middle of winter, like, and all that. I thought kind of make everything a bit more different, like, so it'd be a bit more. Yeah, it'd be a bit wild in a way, but like it was a good World Cup, absolutely. And the final, that's the best final I've ever watched in my entire life.
Definitely 6-goal thriller. Michael, how's you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay, bro.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been on this, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while actually. It has.
Yeah, we're back bigger and better. Also, I asked Tom about this before you hopped on. What do you think of the World Cup?
Well, it's one of the best or one of the let's say impressive World Cup we've ever seen for a while. If you know what I mean, like the excitement, very exciting because you look at the outcome and the predictions. What too many people expected, and it turned out to be something different. You look at the likes of Germany, look at the likes of Spain, and you look at the likes of Portugal, Brazil. Top top countries that are expected to progress further. But unfortunately, the whole world was stunned, was shocked. So it shows that this World Cup was fair and interesting actually. But unfortunately, the bigger guys didn't go far, like Brazil and Portugal. These countries I made mention of, but it showed that the underdogs, the countries who maybe everyone may have written off, it shows that this is football. You expect the unexpected, and there were a couple of teams actually, like Morocco, Croatia, Senegal, even Ghana. They put up a show. They put up a show in this World Cup. So it shows that you know football is evolving, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot to you know to progress as a team, and we saw that in Morocco, for instance. We saw what they stood for. We saw what they were able to do, and kudos to everyone.
That's it. I mean, I think we can all agree that Morocco were the surprise package. I mean, you made it to the semis. We have semis, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tom, I'll come to you. I mean, I'm not sure whether it might be an easy question for you to answer, maybe, but what's the biggest shock of the tournament for you, Tom?
I mean, there was a few surprises, to be fair, to say at least, but I would probably have to say Morocco, how well they did, like, because I mean, no one predicted them to do too well, because like everyone saw they had a few okay players like Hakimi, Hakimi, and then Ziyech. Like, they had a few decent players, like, but no one.
Their goalie's good.
Oh yeah, and then like get to the semi-final, beating Portugal, Spain. Like, they had tough games, and they won them. Like, that like it goes on a fair play like that. I'd say Morocco were really the most surprising World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, Japan making it far, South Korea made it out of group. Yeah, South Korea made it to Brazil getting knocked out by Croatia. I said Brazil were going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I did as well.
Yeah, even me.
Yeah, I think most of us did. I think nearly everyone did. I mean, obviously Argentina were there. Was it going to be a fairy tale ending for Messi or for Ronaldo? Obviously, we got our answer it was Messi. I mean, I mean, I think Morocco making a fair was pretty. I mean, when you beat Spain, I thought, yeah, they're playing Portugal. Portugal should sort them. No, I mean, once what Morocco got onto the lead, they held on to it and they did well. I mean, obviously, then they got knocked out by which was expected by France, but they still put up a fight. I think they came fourth place, which isn't bad. Which isn't bad for a team like Morocco, who many people probably expected them to not even make it out of the group. Never mind make it to the semis. Yeah, I mean, Michael, I actually know what I mean. I'll ask you, Tom. I know I'd ask you, but since we're live, is the Messi and Ronaldo debate of who's go? Is it done? Is it settled? Is the dust settled? Or is one trophy not going to turn? Is one trophy going to be like, it's not going to, it's one trophy. He hasn't won 2, 3, 4.
Well, no, the fact that he's won a trophy, like Messi, he's already won like 7 Ballon d'Ors. He's obviously won like Spanish League, French. He's won trophies left, right, centre. Won in Copa America, and the World Cup was the only thing really missing, which is without one. And in Ronaldo, he's not won a World Cup. I don't think he will win one. I'm not saying the debate's closed, but for Ronaldo, it's not looking good. So try to find a way to say Ronaldo's better than Messi these days. It's to be honest, the debate is kind of coming to a close now.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I still love Ronaldo. He played for Manchester United. Yeah. I'm not sure whether Michael's frozen or not, but whenever he is back moving, I'll ask him the same question. But they're both 2 different players. Like Messi, he's a bit all over the place. Ronaldo's just there. They are both good players. They're the best players of this generation. Would you say? Would you reckon they're near the Pelés or the Maradonas?
I'd say they're even near better than them.
Yeah, Pele won 3, 4 World Cups, I think, something like that.
Yeah, Pele was a bit fairness, by the end of the day,
But then again, you look at the leagues he played in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, leagues, and with how advanced football's getting, with how ages, trying to be as good as him in this day and age would be much harder because of the development in the football in general. So no, I'd say Messi and Ronaldo are better than Maradona and Pele.
Then obviously you're going to get between Messi and Ronaldo. You're going to get but Ronaldo won trophies in probably the hardest league in the world. Messi played in the Spanish league. He's playing in the French league. There's still going to be debates to be settled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. In fairness, that's true with Messi in Premier League. But I mean, at the end of the day, Messi, he's just too good. You can't he can do anything. He can left foot, right foot. He's better left foot, obviously, but he can still choose right foot. He's obviously that tiny bit small, obviously, which is a bit of a disadvantage. But now, Messi he does good things. He just does this guy.
They're both 2 exciting players to watch, though.
He's really
when Ronaldo's, when Ronaldo's playing, it's exciting. When Messi's playing, it's exciting. Obviously, I like Ronaldo more. That's probably a bit of bias because I'm a United fan. Ronaldo played for United. So, a bit of bias might be in there. But no, I mean, I still like Ronaldo. Obviously, I'll still be biased and call him the GOAT, obviously, even if people say he's not. I'm just going to be biased. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've had to take that aside. It'd be a tough decision, but I just can't betray Al Ronnie. But again, no one knows. Michael, you're back. Same question I asked Tom. Is the Messi or Ronaldo debate done? Has Messi won the debate?
I think it's a tricky question actually, and if we look at it on paper, technically, I think Messi has edged Ronaldo. We should put aside sentiment or probably the love you have for Ronaldo as Manchester United fans. But stating the obvious, I think Messi has outpaced Ronaldo in terms of that missing piece. And that missing piece is the World Cup. Ronaldo has long craved to have the World Cup. Messi has long craved to have the World Cup. And Messi finally gets it before Ronaldo. And trust me, imagine it was Ronaldo who won the World Cup. It might even be worse than the scenario might be worse than now. People will come, they want everybody to know, regardless, that Ronaldo is the GOAT, Ronaldo is the GOAT, Ronaldo is the GOAT. But the point of the matter is, sentiment aside, we have to look at it from the objective point of view. You know, what is on ground? Messi has won this World Cup. Ronaldo hasn't won it. So if there's any basis for any argument, I think this is a point, people can actually pick up and say, um, they've won it all, you know, in football. But the only thing missing in their cabinet or in Ronaldo's cabinet is the World Cup, and Messi has that. So I think it's something that we need to bear in mind. But that is not to say that the debate is over, because the Ronaldo fanboys will keep, they'll keep arguing baselessly and irrationally just to because of their, extreme love or extreme likeness for Ronaldo and his achievement.
I mean, I was gonna say the only World Cup Ronaldo's won is the Club World Cup, but that's obviously not going to count.
Nah,
I mean,
Messi's
Messi's probably won. What?
Messi's won that as well.
That's what I was gonna say. Messi's won a few. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't think that. Like, again, people are saying the debate's settled, but you're still, for some reason the debate is still going today. Like, if it's settled, let it settle. Do you know? Like, it's just mad. It's like when teams win football matches, it's never going to be settled. Like, it's still going around that Messi that Argentina's Jesus really bad. Yeah, Argentina's third goal shouldn't have counted because there was subs on the pitch before shot was taken, but just let it be. It's over. You're not going to be like, yeah, listen, let's just play another match. Fans aren't happy, so let's settle it. Like, what the hell is this? Do you know what I mean? So it's all over the place. But no, I mean, I'm guessing we're all happy for Manchester United returning. A team that we can support because, yeah, I was supporting Portugal in the World Cup or Brazil, but man, it's back. I'll be buzzing, Michael. I'll be buzzing to see the Red Devils back.
yeah, absolutely, sure, of course. We've missed, I think, a month of club football, and it's finally back. So the excitement, a lot of us can't wait for tomorrow's match against Burnley, even if it's not the Premier League, actually.
For Manchester United fans, this is Christmas Eve. This is Christmas Eve. We're excited for tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Tom, same question for you. Buzzing to see the Red Devils back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's another way to test. I know, obviously, because it's a Carabao Cup match against Burnley, no one plays back. It's a bit harsh judge, but obviously, the thing we've all been worried about is how will the team respond after lots of players key the first team were at World Cup. So it's kind of interesting to see how they will play and how they will kind of like how will span out like the rest of the season. So tomorrow will give us a bit of an insight for that. Like, but I'm excited, obviously. And I do think we'll still I think we'll be fine. To be fair, like I mean, this team, like it's improving steady by steady. We're getting better and better. So I do think that the improvement will continue. Like, so yeah, no, I'm excited to see them again.
Yeah, I mean, it will give us a rough idea on what to expect probably until the new year. Varane and Martinez won't be back, I think, until the 27th. Maybe after that, I'm not too sure. Just a lot of news going all about the place. But we are facing Burnley, who have a manager of ex-City captain Vincent Company. I mean, I'm just looking at their thing here. They've won their last 3 games, and they've scored 3 goals in each of those games. Obviously, it was against Blackburn, QPR, Michael Carrick's side, Middlesbrough. But I mean, Tom, Burnley, and it's always a slippy game, isn't it? It's just a game that hard to predict.
Yeah, I mean, like it'll be different now because obviously Vincent Kompany's on the manager now and Sean Dyche is gone, so like it's not gonna be like won't be like usual. To be fair, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Like, but yeah, like I know Burnley I did like nothing in your top championship, but like I'm not really that scared. I'm not really that scared, but we're sure we'll see.
Yeah, that's it. it's still like it's. I mean, yeah, no Sean Deutsch. You know, Sean Deutsch was some manager. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I don't look at the two friendly games we had and say, yeah, but you know, we had what a few young kids. You know, we had a few start. Well, I mean, what it wasn't a full team in general, to be honest. It was just a bit of. Just a bit, you know, you could have just played one of them two games in your back garden, like you know what I mean. There was no point going anywhere else. It was just nothing in it. But again, I mean, I'm hoping the players I'll read out in a few minutes are back because we don't want to see Phil Jones and Harry Maguire play centre back, boys, or Phil Jones or Lindelof. I'm sorry, but I can't watch that match. No, but I mean, Michael Burnley, what's your thoughts? Do you reckon they could have a cause a shock? I know Carabao Cup's not really a shock, but do you reckon they could do something?
Yeah, yeah, it's very, 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 very possible. This is just the Carabao Cup, but we should not um, underrate Burnley because they're a strong side. They have Premier League experience, so they know how to offset the big teams in the Premier League, and they've got some couple of players who, though they may be average players, but at least they can cause problems. So we definitely have faced Burnley even in the Premier League, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy um, task or an easy job to do. But we are definitely going to feel at least close to our best team or our best 11, or if not the best 11, at least to an extent. Even if we have a couple of players still yet to arrive, but I expect everything hard to field at least a strong or close to a strong 11 to face Burnley, if you know what I mean. So it's going to be a difficult match. It's going to be a difficult match, and we cannot, let's say, underrate Burnley because they will cause problems. They will cause problems.
Yeah, when they've lost a few players since relegation, you know, Nick Pope, Tarkovsky, Ben Mee.
Yeah,
Is Wakehorse still? Obviously, is
even I
Wakehorse
think
still?
Chris Wood.
Chris Wood, Newcastle.
But McNeil.
Cornet.
Yeah,
I mean, am I missing anyone else?
but
Is
they still have
Wakehorse still shipping around?
Who?
No,
they still have
Wakehorse.
No, he went as well.
He went. Where did he go?
I think Besiktas will know.
yeah, I think on loan. Yes,
Yes.
on
And
loan.
then obviously Deutsch got the sack of company. I'm surprised he got company as manager, but you know, I probably eat me words when tomorrow after the game. But again, I should have probably mentioned this at the start. But Manchester United have triggered 1 year contract extensions for Rashford, Delo, Shaw, and Fred. Tom, just quickly, basically, did four lads deserve to get their contract extended?
Rashford and Dallow and Shaw, 1,000,000%. And Fred, he deserves a 1 year extension, but no more than that. I think after that, probably just get rid of him because, like, was it the other three? Yeah, 100,000,000%. Get them new contracts. Get them like the other five here. Keep them here for as long as possible. Them three, they're going to be key players. Dallow and Rashford have been absolutely sensational. Shaw's been picking up form lately. Yeah, keep them on as long as possible, please.
Yeah, I mean, Rashford had a great World Cup.
Dallow did as well.
Yeah.
Shaw didn't do that either.
I mean, I don't think he played in the first two or three group stage games to low, but
Oh no, well, like when he did play, he was good. To be fair.
yeah. No, he did. In fairness, Michael, do you think them four lads who you probably know I'm talking about, Rashford, Delo, Shaw, Fred, think they deserve to get their contract extended? Obviously, I think it is extended, but do you reckon they deserve to?
Yeah, I think I agree with Tom actually. Rashford, Shaw, and Diego Dallo. I think they deserve to get more than that 1 year extension. But for Fred, well, no, he may be a squad player actually, but I think we need an upgrade for Fred, and we need to start having a better, better players who are,
Yeah.
reliable and kind of consistent in the team. You know, I think a 1 year extension should just be enough for Fred. And I think if we decide to sell Fred later on, maybe in the summer, we could get, we could get something reasonable from his sale and probably get someone else, one of our targets there in the market. So I think the 1 year extension, I think it's deserving for all of them. But we have to see what happens, in the coming months, how long the club will decide to keep each and every one of them. So that's what we have to keep an eye on.
Um, we have witnessed McFred a lot of times. More, we've seen them probably McFred more when Ollie was manager. Um, I mean, there are also in talks with the Hay over a French contract, but United would like to sign a new deal on lower terms rather than trigger a 1 year extension in his 375,000 a week contract. Do you think it's right, Michael, that United, you know, give the Hay a new contract, but maybe lower the wage a bit more, or lower terms, whatever way you want to say?
Well, I I think I think he deserves an extension, a new contract actually. But there's a question mark. There's a question there. The question is, you know, is he the kind of goalkeeper Ten Hag wants? And
Yeah,
if he really wants to extend his contract, how much pay cut, is he willing to get or is he willing to take? Those are likely questions to consider. And I don't think it may be you know, an easy process actually. Before now, David De Gea has actually helped the club. He has actually helped single-handedly. Sometimes he has saved us, a lot of times. But he's
last
one of the
season.
best. Yes, last season, for instance, and arguably we can say he's the best shot stopper in the world. But progressively, looking at the kind of goalkeeper that is actually trending now, the modern goalkeeper, ball playing goalkeeper, you know, the kind of goalkeeper that can transition attack, with from the goal line. So it's which, if we look at it, he's lacking. He doesn't really have that ability yet,
Mm.
But it still depends. It still depends. He may also get let me say 1 year extension too, and maybe a pay cut because he has been in the club for over 10 years and he's a club legend. So as a result of that, or for that reason, I'm beginning to think he may get an extension because his wages are just crazy, and I don't think there'll be any potential suitor or any club out there that might be wanting to, go for him except he's on a free. He runs down his contract, which to me is seeming very, very unlikely.
I mean, he's not your modern day goalie. Something a lot of people say he's not your modern day goalie. He's more of an old fashioned goalie. He's not that keeper that you play around. Like we've witnessed that we've witnessed in the Brentford game, many games last season that we
Yeah,
well.
but he's
In
improved.
fairness, we did have a shitty defense as well, so we can't blame the hair on that
Yeah,
totally.
absolutely. Yeah,
So we can't blame the hair on that. But the Brentford game, if you want to throw it in there, we can't play it from the back. But I mean, you look at Ederson and Allison, the way they control the ball with their feet. Most of them nearly fluff their lines and nearly concede. But I mean, honestly, I mean, Tom, would you? I mean, another year is what I'd basically like to see the Hayes stay for. Just another year. Just another year. I mean, we're interested in a lot of goalies. Diogo Costa. We were interested in, I think it was the Brighton goalie. We're interested in everyone, let's be honest. But no, them
even
keepers,
Martinez, even Martinez.
Martinez, yeah, yeah. I mean, Tom, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we should extend the Hayes contract?
If we want to keep for another year, then yeah, I suppose so. And we might as well, because he's been solid enough this year, and he's got a much better defense now. And it's the defense has been like dead sound this year. To be fair, like I mean they've been much better than last season. So yeah, I'd take it another year.
Yeah, no, that's it. Right, that's that. I think that's that bit of news. Oh, well, Sancho. I mean, we all know what's going on with Sancho. His form's a bit all over the place. He's a bit all over the place himself. In fairness, hopefully he does okay, but he hasn't been at Carrington training. I think he's abroad. Is he somewhere with in that training with some like Dutch people? I don't know. That could have changed. People related, management wise related to Ten Hag. But me and Brian tomorrow under the lights at Old Trafford, first game back since the Fulham game. I mean, what I think our last home game was actually a Carabao Cup game when we beat Villa 4-2.
Yeah.
I think that was the last game before the
yeah.
But no, I mean, Tom, do you reckon I'll probably ask this question in a bit of a different way, but do you reckon Burnley have the players to hurt United? Like, obviously, we don't know what the team is, but the predicted team you have in your head, and then you put Burnley's team against us. Do you reckon that they have the players to maybe still do something?
Not the players, but they have, because they've started playing a bit earlier than us, because they've been playing for like the last week or two, I think. They have the experience in a way. They kind of have that they're used to playing, because they've played like 3 games since the World Cup began. So they do have that, but the players themselves, I wouldn't be too scared of, because they have some okay players here and there, but I wouldn't be. I'd be flabbergasted if these players were scared of Burnley players. I'd be really concerned. But
Yeah,
I don't think we're scared. I think it's just because they played a bit before us. Maybe they'll expose that we're a little bit rusty, maybe, or that we're because we haven't played in a while. Maybe it's not quite working. That's the only way I can see them hurt. But that should be straightforward. Don't see why I'm scared.
I reckon the first 15 minutes will be a bit shaky for United.
Oh yeah, probably.
Just to get back on to, because you're playing with a different manager for a good month maybe, and you're back to club football with Ten Hag. But I mean, listen, these United players could come back and settle in straight away. We don't know. Hopefully, that's the outcome, that they come back and settle in. But I mean, Harry Maguire supposedly is in line to start for Manchester United against Burnley tomorrow. No big surprise there. Probably only first choice centre back we have. That's back. I mean, obviously Martinez, rightly so. He's celebrating with Argentina. Not bad for a 5'9" defender winning the World Cup. One more World Cup than Van Dijk. I'm just saying, Tom. One more World Cup than Van Dijk. Hopefully, he gets a lot more trophies. And again, our young lad Garnacho is also likely to start against Burnley. So, I mean, I don't think they're much surprises, are these? Maguire and Garnacho might start. Maguire, do you reckon we have any choice starting him?
No, probably not. I mean, there's no Fernando Martinez, so it has to be him.
And then Garnacho. No, I'm not. I mean, Garnacho's doing well these days, so hopefully
I'll start him. I'll get him used to games. I'll start him very wise. I'll definitely play him.
Yeah. I mean, the training squad for Burnley is, probably seen it yourself, but I'll read it out anyway. So, De Gea, Heaton, Dubravka, Bishop, Vitek as the goalies. Defenders, Maguire, Bennett, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Brandon Williams, Luke Shaw, Malacia. So, the law was back on Friday, but don't know why he's not back in the training squad.
He picked up an injury in Portugal's last game.
Yeah, I suppose he's doing a bit of more fitness, kind of trying to sort himself out. Their midfielders is Casemiro, McTominay, Fred, Eriksson, Zidane, Iqbal, Van de Beek, and Bruno Fernandes. So that's a solid midfield. We have a lot of good options there. Zidane, Iqbal. I'm looking forward to hearing yours are predicted 11. And then strikers or attackers is Alanga, Brazilian Anthony, Pellistri, Rashford, Garnacho, and Martial. So, I mean, this is a question to whatever. Are you pretty happy with that training squad?
Yeah, it should be enough for Burnley.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and then Luke Shaw, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Fernandes are all technically available for the Burnley visit tomorrow. So solid team. I mean, it just. I mean, well, what's the players we're missing? We're missing Martinez, Varane, Delo.
Did you mention Shaw?
Shaw's in the training squad.
Yeah.
They're only missing 3 players. 3 or
Yeah.
4, maybe missing the odd one. Am I missing anyone?
No.
So that goes a solid team to face Burnley, but it just goes to show how poor our squad depth is. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I see Michael nodding his head there. Tom, you said yeah, we all agree there. I mean, again, Gakpo could be brought in, but we're going to probably talk about that near the end. But suppose we'll start off with you, Michael. Not sure whether this might be hard for you, but can I get your not your score predictions? Can I get your predicted 11? Will this be easy? I think you're on mute.
Okay, it's gonna be. I think in goal is gonna be David De Gea, and right back it's going to be Wan-Bissaka. Then we're definitely gonna have Maguire, Lindelof, and um, Malacia. I think. Then in midfield we'll have. I think we'll have McTominay and Van der Beek. Then we'll have Ericsson. Ericsson could play in Bruno's spot while Bruno gets a rest. I think maybe he could come up in the second half. Who knows? Then I think on the right wing we'll have Anthony Elanga. On the left wing we'll have Marcus Rashford. And no, we'll have Garnacho instead of Rashford. And um, of course Anthony Martial as a striker.
Yeah. I mean, again, you obviously have Iqbal, Fred, Casemiro, but again, it's just how fitness and fatigue is. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's been 2 weeks since they've got knocked out of the competition. 2-3 weeks, maybe, probably a bit shorter than that. But Tom, predicted 11.
De Gea in goal, left back Malacia, right back Wan-Bissaka, and then Maguire and left centre back. And CDM, I think it'll be Fred McTominay. McTominay didn't play too much in the World Cup. No, sorry, Fred didn't play much in the World Cup, so I'd say he'll play the McTominay next to him. Ericsson at Cam. I think it'll be Anthony didn't play too much World Cup, so he might get a shout. And then Garnacho on the left, and then Martial on top.
Yeah, I mean, Tom, I agree with. I mean, both our teams are kind of the same, nearly. But yeah, I'll agree with your team, Tom. The hating. I mean, obviously, I was going to say if Menji was available, but I think he picked up an injury against Betis, I think it was.
Yeah.
Betis or Cadiz, whatever. What was it, Michael? Betis, yeah.
I think it's Betis.
Betis. So I was going to say if Menji was there, do you reckon we would have seen, because the law was not available on Wan-Bissaka's forms were all over the place, but more likely will start. But do you reckon if Menji was available, you would have seen Maguire, Menji, and maybe Lindelof right back? I mean, I know it's defensively,
Yeah,
but
or it could be Malacia. Who knows? You know, Malacia
I mean,
as a right back.
yeah, Malacia right back, Brandon Williams left back. You know, you don't know. You just don't know. But yeah, I'm going to agree with Tom's team. I mean, again, Michael, if your predicted team, if Michael's predicted team was right, if Tom's predicted team was right, I'll be happy with either. One of us are going to be right. Well, Michael, can I get your score predictions and goal scorers? The interesting ones.
I think it's going to be 2-1. Manchester United wins 2-1.
Love it.
Go from Anthony Martial and Garnacho. Then for Burnley, I think it could be. I think is it Ashley Barnes?
Yeah, Ashton Barnes. Yeah.
Ashley Barnes, yeah, I think Barnes.
I mean, honestly, I think everyone's really went for 2-1 United. I think. Well, again, Tom could stop. Tom could change it, but Michael,
No, I'm thinking
thanks
two.
for
I'm thinking 2-2 as well. To be fair.
2-1.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Martial and Garnacho, and then for them probably. I'm thinking it's going to be Josh Brownhill.
Who?
I think Brownhill. I think that's his name. Josh Brownhill.
Oh yeah. Thought you said Hendricks. I was like, is he playing for them?
He left he left years ago.
Yeah. So Garnacho, Martial, and Brownhill. Yeah. Let's hope Manchester United don't really have to walk up mountains tomorrow, because the last thing we want is going behind. Yeah. I mean, who do they have that's decent? Hold on, let me check their team. I don't know. I'll just try. What's his name? Goodmanson, is that his name? Posney's.
Yeah, but like the Burnley team, like it's not that threatening. Like Brownhill's probably the best player. They have Nathan Tell on loan for Southampton. He's not even like these players. Like they get a goal every few games. Like I don't know, I wouldn't be too scared of myself. Like
They have a good player named Benson, but
Benson, he's alright. Fair.
yeah. I mean, everyone's went for 2-1. Rahul went for 2-1 Burnley, so I'm not sure what people think about that one. But again, anything could happen. But most of us went for 2-1. Obviously, I'll get Ryan's one. 2-1. Will it be the first time ever where most of us go 2-1 United? Not sure where. Oh, here he is. Is he back? Right. But yeah, I mean, lads, all excited for the game, I guess. All looking forward to it. All going to tune in if you're going to watch it, whatever. Keep up to date. Obviously, we'll have a watch along, so we'll be live for that one. I think the match starts at 8 o'clock, if I'm right. 8 o'clock? Yeah, 8 o'clock, so that'll be that. I'll try and, get myself Santi hat or something like that. I'll bring a bit of red to the show. It's Christmas. Me and Michael, Christmas spirit. What, right? Do you have the Christmas spirit? You have to, it's...
Do I have one?
Do you have the old Christmas spirit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Let's hope United don't round that for us tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Again, Michael, thanks for joining me. The first show since the Fulham game, maybe. So, Michael, much appreciated for coming on. And
You're welcome, bro.
And Tom, again, as always, appreciate it. Nice to have you back on the channel.
Thanks, yeah, it was an honor.
It's been a while, lads, but it's nice to be back out there, isn't it? Back doing the old what we do best. If you don't go mad on this, we go crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, thanks everybody for watching. I mean, I'm not gonna say happy Christmas because we are back live tomorrow. But again, thanks everybody for watching. Stay safe, and speak to you all in the next one. Have a good one.